give us what we need. Hey!
I listen to KBLA and I love the commercials. I know what the commercials mean. I also, if I'm looking and trying to figure something out, I need something to talk to me that might hit me. And it happens on TV because, you know, every time they show a sporting event, they got the pharmaceutical companies back to back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
Drop it! Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power!
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Stefan Laboussiere, aka Stefan Speaks, back with another dating and relationship advice video. Today, we're talking about 3 reasons why rebound relationships don't work. As always, before we get started, be sure to like this video, share this video, hit that notification button, and leave your comments below. Do you think a rebound relationship can work? Now, for those of you who may not be aware of what a rebound relationship is, it's essentially when you were just in a relationship, you break up, and then you jump into a new relationship, all right? And a lot of times you're jumping into that new relationship because you're trying to move past the previous relationship. You want to just get a distraction and all these different things. And so it becomes your rebound to bounce back from the heartbreak that you just experienced or the letdown you just experienced from your previous relationship. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say no one has ever had a successful rebound relationship. What I will say is that it is unlikely to be successful. It is in most cases going to be a problem, going to cause more damage. So essentially it is not going to work. So let me give you those 3 reasons why rebound relationships do not work. Reason number 1, you haven't had time to heal. Listen, you just had a relationship with an individual. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, hell, maybe it was just a few months. Either way, you were emotionally invested, all right? And now you've been hurt, let down, disappointed. Maybe you feel like you wasted so much time. Whatever it is, you are now coming from a more negative place due to this experience. And you need time to heal. So when you jump into a new relationship, you are carrying that baggage from the previous relationship into this new one with an innocent bystander.
Okay. Do I disagree with the brother Stefan Speaks? No. Not entirely. First off, there's this misconception that time heals wounds. No. Time does not heal wounds. Work does. You can take as much time as you need. If you're not working, the wounds will persist. Let's just keep it a buck. We're all in a rebound relationship if we haven't done any inner work. That's our topic tonight. Are y'all ready for it? 1-800-920-1580. We're all rebounds to trauma. How trauma quietly votes before desire, values, or choice even enters the room. What? Yes. Your unhealed trauma is picking your partner. Andy, aren't you tired of hearing people say, choose better? Well, if you don't have a fundamental understanding of who you are psychologically, how the hell are you going to choose better? Right? We're all rebounds to trauma. How trauma quietly votes before desire, values, or choices ever enters the room. Trauma does not merely influence attraction. Trauma pre-authorizes it. Do you see? This is what I'm saying. No disrespect to Stephen Speaks. He's got a strong platform. He's been doing this for many years. And I got to give him love. Okay, there's love there, brother. Keep cooking. But we got to take this damn thing further. Time does not heal wounds. Work does. And work on self is way more difficult than trying to work on your partner. That's why you're not in relationship now. Because you put all your focus on what's wrong with them and not enough focus on what's wrong within. 1-800-920-1580. I want to talk to y'all. Listen to me now. Most people do not struggle with love because they choose the wrong partners. They struggle with love because unresolved trauma retains the decision-making authority over who they're attracted to. Right? Unhealed, unresolved trauma is making decisions about intimacy. Right? Unhealed trauma born out of attachment styles or insecure attachment styles, quietly selecting the future, while consciousness explains it away afterwards. Something wrong with them. They didn't show up. They didn't act right. Until that authority transfers, every relationship functions as a rebound. Not from person to person, but from an unfinished past. Come on. 1-800-920-1580. We're all in a rebound relationship if we think time will heal the hurts from the past. It just doesn't work. Okay? I want y'all to understand that, right? Attraction often reflects how the nervous system learned to survive, not how the self learned to love, right? I need y'all to hear that, right? I need y'all to tap in and hear that. Are you in a rebound relationship right now? Maybe you don't think so. Maybe you took enough time. Maybe you took 6 months after your breakup with, whoever it was. Maybe you took a year, right? Maybe you took 2 weeks. But if you haven't dedicated, right, focused attention, right, on how you co-created a negative experience with someone, if you haven't dedicated yourself to healing, did I choose or did my wound choose? Healing is a process, right? It's not a process that's, oh, I do 4 or 5 things and then it's over. No, it's a long-term process. It's really an investment in self. Do you see? I'm asking you the questions. I'm here to disrupt. Oh, you think because you cute, you got choices. You think because you got choices, right, that'll clear everything up. No. People believe they choose their partners freely. In reality, unintegrated physiology often chooses first, and values arrive later as narrators, not authors. Listen, say it again, Zoe. People believe that they're actually choosing their partners freely, right? Like their whole self is choosing. Have you ever chosen a person, a new person, out of resentment, out of revenge, out of regret? I need to feel something different. 1-800-920-1580. People believe they choose partners freely, but in reality, unintegrated physiology often chooses first, and values arrive later as narrators, not authors. And you think you're having fun? You're going to the best restaurants? You're going to concerts, events? You're going all over the place, right? You're having a good old time. But I'm finna point out I'm finsta point out the illusion of depth. Intensity receives praise as passion. Chaos receives praise as chemistry. Suffering receives praise as spiritual maturity. The work reveals what feels deep, right? May simplify feel, or may simply feel familiar to a system trained on instability. Many people will choose instability if that's what they were raised in. They will choose lack if that is what they were raised in. They will choose someone that doesn't pour into them if they were raised in an environment where their parents weren't attuned to their needs. They'll choose that. Tonight's work reveals that what feels deep may simply feel familiar to a system or a nervous system, right, trained on instability. And then there's the illusion of innocence. Repetition hides behind romance, spirituality, and psychology to avoid ethical responsibility. Do you understand? We're all in a rebound relationship to trauma if we don't deal with it. When trauma retrains, listen. We got people on our TikTok. We got people on YouTube. You know, go to the KBLA YouTube page, or you can go to the KBLA Facebook page. If you guys are on Facebook, you can see this live show with the Voice of Reason going down right now. Right? I'm bringing this up because we got a lot of people out there talking relationship stuff. Listen, I'm not even an expert. How about that? Well, some people might say I am. They don't like it when I talk like that. People be like, come on, man, you've been doing this 35 years. Don't do that to people, man. Oh, okay, don't do it to myself. But what I'm saying is, this content or this show is designed to get you to look in to understand why it doesn't work time after time after time. Again, you're not choosing. Whatever you're running from internally is doing the choosing. It's not as simple as pick a better person. See, we have high aspirations, right? And desires. I want this type of person. I want a great person. I want a wonderful person, loving person, caring person, while still engaging in self-avoidant behaviors. Toxic behaviors to ourselves, right? When the relationship fails, I know I don't even deserve real love. I don't even think I'm lovable. How many times have you said that to yourself? See, trauma has to be faced first. When trauma retains veto power, relationships stop serving mutuality and starts serving regulation. I need somebody that ain't gonna trigger me. Well, it's gonna happen. Someone always pays for that arrangement. Love cannot stabilize what trauma still governs. That's why love is conditional, because trauma is the head of your internal government. Does that make sense? Yes, Ida. Ida in the TikTok chat said rebounds to trauma? Dang, absolutely. You guys want to know the secret sauce in relationship? You want me to tell him, Andy? The secret sauce? Healing yourself. Oh, no. Why all the relationship specialists out there pointing a finger outward? He just didn't know what he had. She didn't even understand. That's her loss, right? Isn't that how we frame it? How did this person get into your psycho-spiritual orbit in the first place? What aspect of your disowned self found that person attractive? Oh, we going there, Zoe? Yeah. What aspect of your disowned self? What do you mean disowned? Yeah, the part of yourself you don't own. The part of yourself you held in contempt. That part, right? And you think because you suppress it, repress it, push it down, hide it, run from it, ignore it, you think it's not in a position of power within your spirit, but it actually is. It's actually choosing the person, not you. Love cannot stabilize what trauma still governs. Do you see? Love don't even want to come into your spirit because trauma is still in power. This is why relationships are conditional. This is why people weaponize trust and fear. This is why people weaponize monogamy. Okay, I own you because we're in a monogamous situation. You belong to me. You're my property. Right? This is why love becomes conditional based on what? Standards and rules that wounds wrote. In the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Oh, man. Shout out to Robin, man. I heard the commercials last year, and I just couldn't bring myself to say anything, but shout out to Robin. This little music in the background is an homage to our Robin, KBLA. We love her. When we come forward, the voice of reason gonna keep cooking.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast!
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a Black and Brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to partner with the Empowerment Congress once again for their 34th annual summit. The summit's theme is From Vision to Action, a forum to unlock participatory democracy, and will feature a nonpartisan gubernatorial candidate forum focused on issues of importance to the African American community. The summit is the signature public policy-oriented observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy during the national 3-day holiday weekend that celebrates his life. This year's summit will be held on Saturday, January 17th, 2026 at the California Science Center in Exposition Park from 9 to 11 a.m. Admission is free, but registration is required at KBLA1580.com. All major announced candidates for California governor for the Democratic and Republican Party nominations have been invited to participate in the candidate forum, which will be moderated by Tavis Smiley. An all-star panel of journalists will pose questions to the candidates, and the forum will be broadcast live on KBLA Talk 1580. This is going to be a big year for local, state, and national politics. The political pulse of 2026 beats on KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Shines across your sleeping face. A new day brings reality, and we must go our separate ways.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Some people carry dying plant kind of energy. They're rooted in content and unhealthy cycles. You water them with your time, your effort, your attention. You provide the sunshine of your loyalty, dedication, and love. But nothing really grows when it comes to them, or you and them. Nothing really changes or blossoms. Because before your watering, before your sunshine, it was that person's responsibility to attend to their polluted soil or rotting roots. Water and sunshine alone can't revive a plant with an unhealthy internal environment. So what happens is the unhealthiness of that dying plant triggers you to increase your focus and attention on them in efforts to revive it, to make things work. Sometimes believing that if you give more of your watering, more of your sunshine, then things will finally heal and grow. This won't happen. It can't happen, not like this. Not without that person first attending to their own unhealthy soil and roots.
Whoever that is, who is this lady? Tai Chambers, coming with that spiritual Tai Chi. But she said something quite, don't you know your water only works for your soul? We think pouring into another's pot irrigates their roots. No. The water you are pouring into another is really just for you. And on top of that, the water you're pouring into another, if you haven't done your own transformative work, is even more toxic to them. Oh, you don't want to hear it put that way. I'ma pour into you until you love me the way my mother was supposed to love me in the beginning, the way my father was supposed to love me in the beginning. No, that's not how it works. You see? This is about you transforming, not you loving on them so much that they're one day going to realize, you know, that was real love. It's just not how it works. Listen, transformation demands the best of you, but it's still not making any promises to you. See, we do things that we think are good for ourselves spiritually because ultimately we're tethered to a particular outcome. Right? This work that I'm talking about tonight does not promise or guarantee a better relationship. However, it does demand the demotion of familiarity as truth. Just because it's familiar doesn't mean it's true. If you were raised in toxicity, that is your truth, right? Or is it? Because you're still a sovereign spirit, and that doesn't have to be your truth. That was a narrative you inherited. The removal of suffering as moral currency. That's what I'm demanding of you tonight. The end of insight as a substitute for behavior. Just because you can name it doesn't mean you've claimed it. Yeah. The collapse of identity built around endurance. Oh my goodness. When we come forward, the voice of reason going to peel the layers back even further. We're all rebounds to trauma. We're going to find out why.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Black Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is not saying whether he'll run for re-election in 2027, saying he's focused on reducing violence and expanding affordable housing.
That's what my focus is, and that's what my focus will remain. And when it's time to talk politics, we'll get into that.
Meanwhile, Mike Quigley and Maria Pappas have confirmed their mayoral bids. Black New York Attorney General Letitia James is demanding answers from Instacart over pricing experiments. A study found some shoppers were charged up to 23% more, prompting concerns the company may have violated state law. And black heavyweight boxing star Anthony Joshua is speaking out after a car crash in Nigeria killed his trainers. Joshua, who suffered minor injuries, shared an emotional tribute on Instagram, thanking fans for their support and acknowledging the pain their families are facing. Nigerian police say the driver involved has been charged and the case is moving forward. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Yeah, y'all, come on. Here come the drums.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we fight the power every day.
Yeah, gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey.
I listen to KBLA and I love the commercials. I know what the commercials mean. I also, if I'm looking and trying to figure something out, I need something to talk to me that might hit me. And it happens on TV because, you know, every time they show a sporting event, they got the pharmaceutical companies back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
Drop it. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the power.
Not everything announces itself. Some things simply arrive, and the room is compelled to adjust. This is grooming without apology, without noise, without compromise. Gods and money, organic formulations, clean precision, crafted for skin that does not ask for permission to be felt. Element Cream, a rare hydration layered like an oud at dusk, measured, enduring, unmistakably masculine, moisturizing oil, a quiet revolution, restoring what stress, climate, and time attempts to claim. This is not skincare. It is composure made visible. It is inevitability. Gods and money exist impeccably. Discover the ritual at godsandmoney.com. That's godsandmoney, MONY.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists pathologist on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on autopsy, then click on request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
If your ex immediately started dating someone else after your breakup, regardless of attachment style, they shouldn't be the type of person you want to build a life with. Hopping from relationship to relationship shows emotional immaturity, emotional unavailability, and a lack of relational capacity. I'm well aware of how painful it can be and how easy it is to start thinking that you're not good enough, but trust me, it is a them thing. They've learned to cope with stressors and negative feelings by running away from them or distracting themselves. You can't comprehend how they're capable of rebounding so quickly because your brain is wired differently from your own unique life experiences. While you might think that relationships, love, and trust are worth fighting for, they might think that connections always end badly, so why even try? That's not saying that they didn't care about you. That can be the very reason they do immediately start dating again. Because at some point, someone they cared for very much let them down. So they keep the mentality that people are disposable and that's life. Let me go numb myself real quick. I don't know about you, but if someone can go from smiling at me last week to smiling at someone new tomorrow, that's not someone that I want to rely on through the hard times or for the rest of my life. I'm looking for someone who doesn't hand their love out to just anyone. For any others, thank you for saving me time and for showing me who you really are. Please lock the door on your way out. If you have a lot of love and loyalty to give, then go find someone who actually has the same, because your freeloading ex wasn't it.
Whoa! Who was that? Hey, man. Mike, just regular old Mike, came in and bow. Hey! The voice of reason, live on KBLA Talk 1580. Man, we have an amazing topic tonight. And that is, we're all in a rebound to trauma. The purpose of the show tonight is to try to reframe healing not as improvement. Because when it's framed as just improvement, self-improvement, there's the end goal. It's like being in a gym. I'm not seeing any change. I've been working out for months. I'm not seeing any change. Right? There's an end goal, right? But let's reframe healing as a transfer of authority. If I don't heal, the wound remains in power. See the wound as a toxic terrorist regime within your spirit. The wound is choosing. Why do I keep choosing the same person, the same type of person? It'd be a whole entire different person, but it's the same problems, same issues. Tonight's topic is reframing healing not as improvement, but as a transfer of authority from the wound, the body, choice, to mutuality. The ultimate point lands right here. When trauma stops dating through the body, attraction will reorganize itself. Until then, love competes for second place. Do you know how many people I've had conversations with who said they want love so badly? They want to be in love. But the wound can only make you a pantomime of love, a performer of what you think love looks like. And this is why love is fleeting for many people. You've heard that old saying, it is better to have loved and lost to have not loved at all. Right? Many people never love. They're only attached. We have to demote the wound. The wound is looking for familiarity. Right? Tonight, I'm not trying to teach you how to find love. I'm actually teaching you how to cultivate it from within. Right? If you don't learn how to cultivate love from within, you're going to continuously be an outsourcer of your future. Somebody's got to come in. I don't want to say Captain Save them. Oh, okay, we'll say it another way. The PC way. Prince Charming. Princess Charming. Somebody's going to show up and do me right. Tonight's topic is trying to point you in a direction, right? To show you how to stop outsourcing the future, right? To an unhealed past. That shift will change everything quietly, slowly, without spectacle. And that quiet change marks the real end of the rebound. Do you hear what I'm saying about rebounding? Do you understand? Let me get a low stakes relationship, one that I can control, one that I have power and authority over. That's not a healthy relationship either. Do you see? I'm seeing the trends. Many women are doing this. They're dating down so that they can maintain a level of power and control. I know people don't want to hear it put that way. Please, don't attack me. These are the trends that are being presented to me as someone who's in the relationship talk space. Are you merely their rebound? Or do you keep accepting the role of understudy to an unfinished past that refuses to exit the stage? Rebounds rarely start with another person. Rebounds start with a nervous system that still bargains with old threats. A body that learned to treat familiarity as safety. A mind that mistakes intensity for intimacy because calm never arrived early enough to register as real. When shame, guilt, rejection, and abandonment remain unprocessed, they do not disappear. They don't leave. Ladies, men, brothers, did you hear what I said? A body that learned to treat familiarity as safety. A mind that mistakes intensity for intimacy because calm never arrived early enough to register as real. When shame, guilt, rejection, and abandonment remain unprocessed, they do not disappear. They organize. They recruit preferences. My type. That's my type right there. Are you talking or is the unprocessed wound talking? They curate attraction. They appoint chemistry as a lie detector, then call anything steady, consistent, real, authentic, present boring because steady would force them to become present. And presence would force contact with what you have perpetually avoided about yourself, within yourself. Here, the wound occupies the primary relationship. The partner becomes the accessory to the relationship. Right? That inversion explains the pattern. You cannot meet someone oriented towards healing, guidance, and honesty and still feel the pull towards what destabilizes you. Because destabilization matches the internal climate you already know how to navigate. I want people to call in right now. 1-800-920-1580. Would you choose a love that left you in a space where you had no answers for it? Or would you choose a love that's familiar, where you knew how to negotiate, navigate, manipulate, control, maintain your identity? I want to know, would you choose a love that left you speechless, thoughtless? Like I don't even have a conception for who this person is. How I used to behave in relationships, I cannot behave this way with this person. Would you choose somebody like that, that left you with no answers? Would that frighten you? Would that scare you? Right? Many of us already know how to navigate that internal climate that's already damaged. We know every nook and cranny. Oh, the voice of reason is on fire tonight. You're listening to KBLA. You already know what it is. When I come forward, if you think I've just gotten started, you'd be right.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beat when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Picture this, you're on a date, and then bad breath happens. Confidence gone. Here's the truth. Most gums and mints are just bad breath Band-Aids, but not Zellman's Minty Mouth. The functional breath freshener you swallow. Tiny dual-action capsules with mint on the outside, parsley seed oil inside, clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. It's only available online. Go to Zellmans.com, Z-E-L-M-I-N-S, Zellmans.com, code FRESH for 15% off.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PATH25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PATH25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PATH25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code PATH25.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA
LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, you know what? This is a great record. Hold on. Wait a minute. This is my Jet Magazine playlist. What year is this? Whoa. 85. He's explaining everything we talking about tonight.
The sentence, "they broke my heart," that's not a thing. They broke your expectations.
Ooh.
No one can break your heart. But when they break your expectations, they can get you closer to your heart. So you have to undo the lie that something can break your heart. That's you handing your heart over to someone. So it's not your heart, it's expectations, because your heart's still in your body. If you say what actually happened, they were with me for a while and then they weren't, or they were with me for a while and they hooked up with someone else. That's just what is. And if you stop bringing time in, you don't have a timeline that keeps inertia, that creates an expectation. I'm with them this long, so they owe me longer. If something's aligned moment to moment, it could become a good long-term thing. But if you're just saying they broke my heart, you're just a giant expectation, and you don't know that.
Hey man, the Voice of Reason is crazy tonight. I don't know if y'all know just how crazy this time. Listen, if you, are you not getting clarity from this show? Freddie Jackson just said, "Have you ever loved somebody that was avoidant?" You got your heart securely locked away like somebody hurt you. Sounds avoidant to me. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, it's another great avoidant song. It's not a part of the playlist. And it's coming from a guy's perspective. It's a great record. How you gonna say the girl is everything you've ever wanted? She's a great woman. She's beautiful. She's all of that. But, Andy, can you play this? Listen, to me, it just reeks of avoidance. I could be wrong. But I do feel like writers write from, their reality, what's familiar to them. The song is You're Not My Kind of Girl by New Edition. I was listening to it the other day. I said, what is going on with the writers of this kind of music? Let's play a little. Come on, listen. These are avoidant lyrics. She fine. She carry herself right. What is going on? We've been listening to Toxicity for a long time. And the voice of reason is trying to break up these patterns. Let's just remember, trauma does not always seek to hurt you, does not always seek out harm. Trauma is often looking for predictability. It's seeking something that is predictable. That predictability looks like safety. You heard me say earlier, we weaponize trust and loyalty under trauma, under the governance of trauma. It chooses the person who confirms the old story because confirmations feel like control, right? Even suffering can feel controllable when you can forecast it. People call this karma and stop right there, as if a metaphysical label relieves adult responsibility. Yet karma can function less like punishment and more like continuity. Right? This toxicity aligns with my sense of self. 1-800-920-1580. Y'all get in here. I want to hear from you. Right? Unintegrated experience keeps returning in new costumes until you stop granting it authority. Healing is a transference of power from the wound to the body to the new you. How about that? When I come forward, the voice of reason will go to the phone lines and talk to our people about it.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Black Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is not saying whether he'll run for re-election in 2027, saying he's focused on reducing violence and expanding affordable housing.
That's what my focus is, and that's what my focus will remain. And when it's time to talk politics, we'll get into that.
Meanwhile,